Well, I got some packages in today. My air filter came in. That's how it came. It was just in a box. I opened the box and was surprised. I got my axle shafts in today for the car, so that's one step. The hubs and bearings are supposed to be here in 2 or 3 days, so that'll be cool. So I'm gonna swap out this oversized one for the little one, and hopefully it fits up in there. The other thing, I was considering doing the big brake kit from KDM Tuners, but I've been kept putting it off because of the price. And then I had seen somebody had posted online some time ago, the kit, do-it-yourself kit basically, and I kind of forgot about it. And then this morning when I was happened to be surfing the boards there on Facebook, somebody posted a link back to it, and so I went back through and reread it and hopped on good old Rock Auto and started putting the parts in the cart. And so yeah, I went ahead and ordered the do-it-yourself version of the kit, so all of those parts will be here. I figure, well shit, I already got the car all tore apart, I might as well do that at the same time. So so a couple more days I'll probably have those parts coming in, and be able to start, once I start putting everything back together, I'll have the big brake kit on here as well. All right, and it's not rubbing or touching, so that's a plus. So that fits in there nice. So I guess when I run it as a Longhorn, I'll just stick the big one down inside the fender well, and when I run it as a short, then I'll run it like that. I guess that would be the only reason to have the fender liner in, is to keep water and stuff from getting thrown up in it, pretty much. The only other option would be to hack off a few inches of this pipe, which I could do that, and then I could use the long one. So that's an option. I'll think about it. Or I could just get another pipe made, bent, whatever. All right, so we will have to break open our box here, and I need to go over and rent the bearing press so I can get that all apart, so that when the new parts come in, I'm ready to go. Well, I haven't got much done on this in the last couple of days. One, because I was waiting for parts. The axles came in the other day. I showed you the box earlier, and then now this box came in, and this is the two hubs and the bearings. So first thing I'm going to do is get the studs out of this and the new studs in. So that will be tomorrow's video, will be me pressing those out. I will also get to the parts store and get the tool so I can put the bearings in and out. And so we're going to actually start getting this finished up. We're going to get the old axles out, drain the fluid out of the transmission first, get the old axles out, get those bearings out of there, go ahead and get the new bearings in with the new studs. The new studs are in a white plastic tub. Oh, they're sitting here on the passenger seat of the car. Duh. Sometimes my brain stops working. So, yep, here they are, white plastic tub. So I have a bunch of these bad boys to put in. I got a couple packages of those, so we'll swap all that stuff out, put those new ones in, and then we'll put this front end back together, and then we will wait for some more parts to come before I finalize putting this back together, because we have decided to go with the big brake kit. And so that will be a whole separate set of videos, just kind of detail focus on that and going over what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. But so yeah, tomorrow we'll start doing these axles. It shouldn't take very long. I say that, but sometimes I've had a pain getting the axles out of the transmission, where other times they slide right out. So that's what we're going to be working on. So just to give you a little heads up, catch up, that's where we're at. I decided to go ahead and put the tow hook right there. It is right up against the clamp, but that's okay. I have a little bit of room. I can move things around, but I had to find this last bolt because somewhere I put it in a bucket and I can't figure out which bucket. So it's either in that cardboard box there or that white bucket there. I thought it was in that one, but it's not. So it's in one of them. It's not a big deal. So we'll get that put on there, tightened up, so my tow hook will be back on. But I had a little setback on the Porsche. I had somebody that's interested in it, so I went down and bought a battery and started getting ready to clean it up. And the passenger's window didn't want to work correctly. It rolled down, made some funny noises, and didn't want to roll back up. I just put in new regulators last September, so they were all brand new. And I tore it apart, and the plastic little keeper that keeps the cable where it's supposed to go was in a million pieces in the bottom of the door. So I don't know what happened to that. It's kind of weird. So I have a replacement coming. Of course, that's going to be a week, so I just told the guy he'll have to either come see it with the window and the door tore apart, or wait until I get the part back in. So who knows? Who cares? You know, life is life. We had some good news today. The wife went in for they call it a modified barium swallow test, basically to allow to see if she can have food again. So she passed the test. She didn't choke while she was in the hospital taking the test. Basically, it's food with some sort of dye that shows up under X-ray. They give her a bite of food, and then she swallows, and then they see if it goes in her windpipe or down her throat into her stomach. So she passed, and so now they're going to put her back on a diet. So that's a plus. That's what we've been doing today. So I didn't really get much done. I still haven't made the bracket to hold the line, which I will. It's on my list of things to do. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and tomorrow will be more work.